Okay, so when you open Illustrator, you should get something that looks like this. Click Create New. You should see this sort of screen here. Today we're going to make something that is 80 by 60, so you can type those in. We want to work in millimeters, you can change that. And under Advanced Options, we want to work with RGB color for the laser cutter. And then click Create. And you should get this screen, looks like a bit like this. We're going to go in and change our preferences, so Edit, Preferences, and go to Units. And make sure that you have everything working in millimeters. And click OK. And then View. You want to make sure that you have Snap to Grid turned off, Snap to Pixel turned off, and turn on Snap to Point. The other thing we might turn on is the rulers. Okay, today we're going to look at making some shapes and combining shapes. So this is the shape tool over here. You can click on that and then you can click to drag to create shapes like you're used to doing in other programs. Or if you click once, you'll get this dialog box open up where you can type in the exact size of the shape you want. This is very useful for engineering type drawings. Now, if you want to edit these other shapes that you've drawn here, you need to go back and click the selection tool, or the keyboard shortcut is V on your keyboard. Okay. I want both of these shapes to be the same size, so I'm going to change the shape of this first rectangle I drew. I want to make it 20 by 15 as well. So things to notice over here under the properties, we have this X and Y tabs here. So this artboard that we've got here, this white section here, is like a Cartesian plane, and X and Y shows the coordinates of the rectangle, and the W and H shows the width and height. So I'm just going to change that so that it's the same as my other rectangle. Okay, now we're going to look at joining these shapes together. So if I select both of these shapes, my Pathfinder tool pops up. You can only see this when you have more than one shape selected, so you need to have at least those two shapes selected. If it doesn't pop up, you can go into Window and find Pathfinder and click on it, and it should come up. Okay, so now I can join those shapes together. So that first one there, Unite, joins them together. They're now a single shape. And I want to undo that now so that we can look at the other options there. So Control Z is undo. It's the keyboard shortcut for undo. So get used to using the keyboard shortcuts. Control Z to undo, Control Shift Z to redo things. So undoing is like going back in time to before you made whatever mistake you want to undo. So Unite joins them together. This next one along here, click to minus front, deletes a part of the shape, and they're the main ones we'll use, is Unite and minus front. The other two there, you can have a play with those and see what they do. And I forgot to show you about zoom. So the scrolly wheel on your mouse, and you should use a mouse for this, don't use a trackpad, use a mouse. The scrolly wheel on your mouse makes it go up and down. If you hold Control and do the scrolly wheel, you'll go left and right. And if you hold Alt and do the scrolly wheel, you'll go in and out. Now, if you were doing this, any of this stuff, and you accidentally zoom in too far and get completely lost, or you've gone too far to the left or right and get lost, you can come back down here to this little thing here that shows you how far you've zoomed in, and you can just click on Fit on Screen, and that'll always take you back and show you your artboard properly. Okay, so we're going to make this car by joining a bunch of ellipses together. You can follow along and copy along, and then I want you to make your own car afterwards. Okay, so we have our basic shape here ready to go. We just need to get it ready for laser cutting. The way we do this is we change the stroke. To laser cut something, we need the stroke to be black, and we need its size to be 0.001 millimeters. Anything bigger than that, the laser cutter will burn as a drawing rather than cutting. So we want to set the outside to cut and leave those inside shapes for as burning. It's burning? Yeah.